Hi there, my name is Lo. Welcome to my channel where I discuss everything between Hermes and grocery bags. It is already the last Saturday of September. I cannot believe how fast we're going right now, just sliding into October. This is also my last chance to participate in Satchel September, which is a hashtag that has been coined by, of course, Olamay. Her channel will be linked down below in the description box. Go check it out and subscribe to her. She comes up with these amazing hashtags for us creators to do every month. And I really have been enjoying Satchel September because I've been able to see everybody's beautiful Coach Rowans and their Dooney & Bourke Florentine satchels, which are bags that I really like, but they are hard to come by in the Netherlands, so I have never pulled the trigger on acquiring them myself. I didn't really want to miss out on doing Satchel September, but when I was thinking about my collection, I was really wondering, do I even have any satchels? And I kind of figured that I would, because when I'm looking at other people's videos, I like what I see. But what I was actually struggling with is that I don't actually know what a satchel is. And perhaps that is just the fact that English is not my native language, and my native language is Dutch, and in Dutch we don't really have a lot of words for different types of handbags, to be honest. So I also couldn't really think of anything that relates to the language that is my mother tongue. So I figured, you know what, instead of being an adult and just asking around, today I'm going to show you some bags and you can decide if these are satchels, yes or no, just for funsies, because it doesn't really matter all that much, of course, but let's see if I can learn something from all of you handbag lovers out there. Let's get started. When I'm looking at other people's videos, what I often see come back in the design of a satchel is this sort of top handle style, with generally top handles that are able to fold down and a top zipper. So I do have a number of bags that meet that criteria. First off, perhaps the bag I think is the most satchely out of all the bags in my collection is the Totes de-styling bag. So this does have the top handles. They don't really fold down all the way. That's not really in the design of this bag, but it is a stunner. I've already talked about this bag so many times. I love the chunky hardware on this, the zipper that goes all around. There's these little D-rings, so you can also attach a crossbody strap. And what I've always really enjoyed about this Totes bag is the quality and the attention to detail. So for example, not only did this bag come in a dust bag, but they also delivered a separate dust bag just for the strap. So if you're thinking about getting something from Totes, I can definitely recommend it. It's a very decent level of quality. Their bags still go on sale, so if you like their styles, take advantage of that. The next up, I've been kind of reluctant to pull this out. I've had this bag. It is the Balenciaga City Neo bag, I think it's called. I've had this for a good 2 years after everything that went down with Balenciaga almost 2 years ago. I haven't really had a lot of use out of this bag, but I'm thinking of just using it more because otherwise it is just collecting dust in my closet. In any case, also the handles that do go down all the way. I've always really enjoyed the stitching on these handles. It also comes with a top zipper, and there's these D-rings as well for the strap. That's the only thing I never really liked about this bag, and some other Balenciaga bags as well, by the way, that there's this funny clasp on the strap, and I've just always felt that this looks so cheap. It's also not easy to handle putting on and off the bag. I've never actually used a strap on this bag. Then again, I just haven't had a lot of use out of this bag in any case, but the leather on Balenciaga is just amazing. I think Balenciaga is having a little bit of a resurgence now, at least with the rodeo bag, and people are starting to realize again how beautiful the quality of the material is. Then the Chloe Marcy bag. I'm already starting to think, yeah, perhaps not a satchel. The handles are the type that do flop down, but they are also pretty big. They're definitely bigger than a top handle. This can actually go over my shoulder if I absolutely have to. But at least it does have the handles. It also has the top zipper. I've been kind of on and off with this bag, as all of you will know, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to using it again now that we're approaching fall and it is this stunning tan color. And I tend to carry a little bit more now when I go to work. So this does actually hold everything that I need pretty much, except for my laptop, because that's going to be too big. But that I can just carry in a separate sleeve. And then have my Chloe Marcy be the star of the show. First designer bag that I bought, for those who don't know already, for those who haven't been with me for so long. Also, beautiful leather, perhaps not a satchel, but if this is not a satchel, then let me know what you would call this. Like, would this be a tote? I don't really know how this works, so let me know what you think that this bag is. Then perhaps in a similar vein of not quite meeting the criteria, the Xiangji Mini Antigona. So this does have the top zipper. I've always been such a big fan of the chunky hardware on this bag. It is really stunning. The color on this bag is perhaps a bit much, but it's just so much fun for me to use. It just puts a smile on my face whenever I see it and whenever I'm using it. But yeah, it does have the top zipper, but it doesn't have the handles that flop down. Again, not quite sure if this would classify as a satchel. I'm also just thinking now, like with the Balenciaga bag, the more like slouchy, like the old motorcycle Balenciaga bags, like that's what you call a motorcycle bag. But then I'm like, is that just in the details, like the little buckles over here, that you call it a motorcycle bag? Or is that also tied to the style of the bag and like what handles you have on there? Like, I don't know. I'm confused, you guys. So yeah, the Xiangji Mini Antigona, really cute and fun bag. I don't know. Perhaps not a satchel, but hope you enjoyed it anyway. And then finally, like a bag that I originally thought would be a satchel or satchel-esque, and it is the Mberry Mini Alexa. Because when I browse what a satchel is, it tends to be one of those bags that has like the buckle, not even necessarily the top handle. This is more of the style of bag that I get when I Google images for satchel. If I run the word satchel through Google Translate, like in Dutch, it returns something similar to school bag. So again, more of like something that you can just throw your books in and then close it off with some buckles to make sure that nothing falls out. There's also this brand, it's not super well known, it's called Cambridge Satchel. And they also make bags that are really like more like this. So it's unlike any satchels that I've seen in other people's videos. But for me, this was almost actually the closest thing to a satchel. So let me know, like, can you also relate to that a satchel is perhaps more this style of bag and not so much this style of bag? Let me know down below in the comments what you think. I'm gonna leave it at that for today, just short and sweet. Hopefully we'll see what happens when I start editing this video, but I feel like I'm running a bit short on time today. Even if I did a horrible job at Satchel September, I hope you enjoyed seeing part of my collection, because I do enjoy showing it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Remember, for now, there's a styling situation and it says for everything, so don't judge. Wear whatever the bag you like, regardless of if it is a satchel, yes or no. I'll see you next week, and as we would say, nudge. Doei!